Most business owners want one of three things. One, they want to increase their revenue. Two, they want to decrease their costs. Or three, they want to reduce their organizational complexity. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can use AI to increase the revenue in your business. Now, there are three main ways you can increase the revenue in your business. One, you can increase the number of leads to your business, and all things staying the same, you'll increase your number of clients and therefore increase your revenue. Or two, you can increase your conversion rate. And again, all things staying the same, you'll increase your revenue. Or number three, you can increase your retention. Your retention is the number of people who keep working with your business over a defined period of time. Now, if you can increase any of these three metrics, you will increase your revenue. Everything else staying the same. So let's talk about how AI can help you increase the number of leads to your business. The first thing we're going to talk about is AI UGC. UGC is user generated content. Now, every business owner knows how important reviews are to their business, how important testimonials are to their business, how important ratings are to their business. So if you go on Amazon, on every page, if you buy anything on Amazon, which is almost everybody, you most likely are going to check what is the rating of the product, what kind of reviews have they given to product. This goes from Amazon to Airbnb. In fact, there's almost nothing we don't look at ratings and reviews for today. If it's not a product type where you can go on Amazon to look at the reviews, people would go on Google to look at the reviews of the business. Now, most businesses have that, but what businesses find difficult to get is users who are actually talking to the camera and speaking about the experience they had working with their business. For about 9 years, I ran a tutoring agency called Prep Class. I had quite a number of reviews on Google. But getting a customer to say those things they would say on video and send it to us, that was really difficult. Whenever we wanted that, we had to create an entire campaign that involved a camera crew, a production crew. We had to get the clients to say they would be happy to do that. In most cases, most clients are just camera shy, and then the time is going to take, and so you're paying them. It's just not worth their time. A single video like this one would cost us anywhere from, let's say, $800 to $1,000 to $500 just to shoot one video. But today, you can do something literally like this in about 15 to 30 minutes. You can have something of that quality produced for your business. That is what looks like a live, real human being, human customer of yours saying how your business has been useful in delivering value to them. Now, of course, it would be expected that you would use this in an ethical way, and it's a lot cheaper. That video, you can say, costs $15, $10, depends on how you choose to look at the cost. And if you do yourself, basically, it's a lot less time taken. Think 15 to 30 minutes to get that done. You can have multiple different takes, multiple different faces, multiple different copies, and see which one performs best. Because it's so much cheaper, you get to move your advertising budget from the whole production and shooting and all of that to your ad spend. So there are marketing companies already doing this who say the results they've had. In many cases, the conversion rates from these ads, from these kinds of videos, are actually better than the conversion rates they get from using real live human beings. And that makes sense because most customers simply aren't that great in front of a camera. They may not know how to act and how to express themselves in the best way for your business when they're in front of cameras, especially when you're not using actors, right? Which is another alternative that costs even more money. So these are AI actors, great conversion rates, much cheaper, much faster, better copies, multiple copies you can test against each other. What is there to lose? The second thing, which is conversion rate. How do you increase your conversion rates? Well, two things. AI can make your response to leads almost instantaneous. One. Two, it gives you the power to provide value also instantaneously. Now, what do I mean by this? First off, there are loads of tests and experiments that have been run that show that you can increase your conversion rates by 5 to 20 times or so if you just respond to the client in the first 5 minutes of them filling in your lead. So it's literally a warm to hot lead actually. Once they fill the form and they're still thinking about the idea of working with your company, or once it's past 5 minutes, their attention starts to wane. It's possible they're talking to a competitor, or life is just happening, and so on and so forth. Now, at the tutoring agency, where we would get into a marketing campaign and we're increasing our ad spend, it would bring in more leads. But the problem with that is more leads means more work for the sales team. It means that it takes longer to follow up with all the leads because there are people in the backlog who we are still calling. So our response time could go from, let's say, 5 minutes to hours actually. But if we had this when I was running my tutoring agency, what would we do? Well, as soon as someone fills the form or comes in as a lead, you can have AI, you can automate it using any Zapier or Make.com, connecting that to the likes of Go High Level, and also using like a voice AI like SynthFlow, for example. Connect a voice AI through that would be powered by ChatGPT or any other LLM that works for you. Connect that. You have your ChatGPT, which we fine-tuned for your specific business, controlling the audio that's being sent through the likes of SynthFlow or whatever you choose to use. And all of that is being automated through, let's say, N8N, which connects to maybe something like Go High Level. There are loads of videos on YouTube where you can see how to do this. And basically, you can create it such that the delay, the wait is so little. So as soon as they come into your lead gen process, they get a call like for our tutoring agency. It would probably have been something like, "Hi, my name is Mary. I see that you just filled a form to get a tutor for your 8-year-old child. Is this correct?" And the client would say, "Yes, it is." Okay, and then Mary would say, "I'm an AI assistant. I just want to confirm the details you have and also see how we can set expectations and provide value for you, blah, blah, blah." That conversation will be a relatively short one, but instantly the client has already gotten useful information, a response from the company, and they know that their order is being taken care of. Now, how do you provide actual value immediately? In the case of our tutoring agency, that could have also come up with a startup pack via an email that maybe would have like a test that the client can give the students. And then students take that test, it will be rated. You can also have, again, AI powering that on the back end. And as soon as it's rated, they get an instant report, and that is a personalized report for that child that gives them an idea of the child's performance. That report will also be given to our tutor who is going to come work with the child. So immediately, as soon as the parent signs on our lead form, they get this call, they get this kit that tries to get a personalized report for the child, which is valuable. Now, in a different type of business, what could that possibly look like? If you're doing a fitness business, that could look like you sending them a personalized, custom-made fitness plan. They will just answer a bunch of questions, and AI would take the answers for that and make a personalized plan for them. If you're doing even home decor, that could look like sending them a couple of ideas on what their home could look like, depending on what kind of styles they say they like. "Oh, I like the minimalistic style." Well, it could look something like this. Almost whatever type of business it is, just think about what kind of questions do customers or clients typically ask before they convert, and create a form that allows them to provide the answers to those types of questions, and AI can use the answers on the back end to send them useful pieces of information instantaneously. And the third thing, which is how do you retain clients using AI? Well, you can use AI to get feedback from the client in a way that makes you seem proactive, but not necessarily overbearing. Now, when we run our tutoring agency, one of the things we would try to do very often is call clients, ask them how the service is performing for them. Like, how do you feel about the service? Try to get an NPS score or a rating or a review or some feedback on the phone. But sometimes this meant we're calling clients once every week. And for many clients, it was too much. It's like, "You're disturbing me. Like, I'm using your service. I'm happy." If clients would literally say things like, "If I have a problem, I'm going to call you. Other than that, stop calling me." Now, we just wanted to appear proactive because in some cases, there are also clients who could call and be upset about not getting a call. So it's like, what is too little, what is too much? And this was a question, right? But you could instead use SMS and maybe WhatsApp, have AI powering a campaign that sends messages to clients every week or every other week just to say, hi, Mr. ABCD, how's the service going? Just reaching out to get feedback on how you're enjoying the service. And then clients can give feedback. Now, this is an SMS, so it doesn't break, it's not intrusive, it doesn't break their flow of whatever they're doing, and they can give you feedback on their own time. Now, the AI can do a couple of things. One, it can record the review or the rating that they give you. Now, this is assuming they reply with a rating or a review. That will not be the case most of the time. In a lot of cases, they may reply with a commentary. It might be a complaint about something they have. It might be a change that they're expecting to come, and so on and so forth. Now, the AI can triage that response and say, if it's an angry response or something that shows that they are dissatisfied or they are on their way to being dissatisfied, like something is going on, you can triage it and have that sent to your customer success, who can immediately reach out and take care of the problem before it becomes an actual problem, on one hand. On the other hand, maybe they're just confused about some things and they don't know how to do one or two things, and it's interfering with the satisfaction they get from the business. That's easy. The AI can respond to that, especially if you've provided it with frequently asked questions and results from the kinds of tickets that your customer service team usually deals with. So it has this large database of the kind of things people would often say. And so it's just like, oh, it's this problem, and it replies this way. It allows you to get in front of the situation, and you can improve your retention rate significantly, maybe by 20%, maybe by 40%, because before the problem happens, you're able to proactively get in front of it. Now, of course, you can do this with human beings, but imagine people like holding on, replying SMSs. We had client feedback calls in some cases that lasted hours just trying to unravel what the problem was. Now, if this was an AI handling it, and let's say it wasn't a call, it was an SMS conversation, yeah, there'll be back and forth, but the AI wouldn't be costing our team any manpower hours. And as long as the issue isn't so critical that a human being has to jump in, the AI handles it, the client is happy at the end of the day. We are very happy to keep the clients longer on our platform, and our revenue increases. So you can increase the number of leads you generate for cheaper using AI UGC videos. You can increase your conversion rates and get more people who come in as those leads to become clients by responding to them instantly and providing value to them as soon as they get into your lead gen. And then third, you can increase your retention rate. So you get more people into your lead gen, convert more of them to your clients, and finally keep more of them for longer. And that's how you get to increase your revenue and change the game for your business using AI.